Alright, we are back from the break. And people are just getting some initiatives rolled for the next round. Anyone still need to roll?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I'm not certain what to do.
Well, I suspect that everyone would prefer something along the lines of kill all the enemies, but that's up to you.
All right, fireball.
That would kill you most first.
He didn't say a word about us surviving.
That's
He
true.
just said
I
kill
didn't.
all the kill all
But
the
you
enemies.
can't cast spells unless you have wand or scroll. Since
If I use the wand, then all of you are going to be dead too.
Since you did sit on the helm for a moment.
I'm going to use one of those stars.
That's what I was thinking. You got stars still.
I wouldn't mind if you hit this illithid with the star.
I actually got all of them now, for a change.
So Leva misses, hits Lafdul.
Well, it could happen, but more likely she misses and hits Solas.
Alright, anyone still need to roll? I'll take that as a note. Okay. Alright, first up, Solas.
Well, I will continue with my desperate strikes with my wand.
Alright. Oh, so close.
I seriously thought that was a 1 as well.
That is a miss, however.
Yeah.
Alright, Varadra continues to defend. Leva, your turn.
I guess that's...
That's for the stars? For the star?
Yes.
Alright, on what?
On this one.
Okay. And your Thaco is?
Just a second. For this...
Doesn't it lose its dex bonus?
Did you put that in there?
I don't know.
Thaco is 13.
Yes, I think I did then. If you don't remember that, then yes. That is a hit.
Wow. Right.
Okay, you hit armor class 1.
Alright, 10 points of damage. Your star streaks out and slams into that tall illithid.
They are faints.
Go ahead and make an attack roll for your goat as well.
What's a goat attacking?
It's a ram.
Same thing. Right. Same. Yeah. Well, it's not attacking.
Does it lose a horn?
No, I'm just gonna have it. It's just a miss for that one.
Okay.
All right, Lafdul, your turn.
Can I attempt to backstab? It may not have noticed me. It most likely has, but it may be too busy devouring Solas to notice.
If that's what you want to try to do, yeah, go ahead.
I tried to position myself behind, attempt to backstab.
With one sword or two?
Can you backstab with 2?
Well, no, but I mean, are you attacking with 2
dual wielding? Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, the first one would be a backstab, I assume. Oh wow! Oh my
Actually, that's not a miss.
Ow! Ow!
Well, my main hand goes flying because that's
no, it doesn't go.
Wow! Oh, you redeemed.
Look at the chat on the Twitch.
Well, all right. That is a hit. It is not a backstab. He was aware of you, but it is a hit with your main weapon. What's your Thaco with your offhand?
13.
That is a hit too, actually.
Oh wow!
You are attacking from behind.
All right.
Did you say there's a critical hit for Lafdul?
Yes. That's
So redeemed that one.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, there might have been some kind of survival instinct.
To be honest, I forgot I had one as well. I could have done it. But I don't know if we can use that on our own. Can we?
I didn't specify that you couldn't.
Right. 2d6 plus. Is it +3 or +2 versus
I mean, just
cutter weaver?
roll your. Oh, it's just +2.
'Cause- Right.
I think we would be losing quite badly without the
That's
without
that
the
one.
audience help us.
1d6 +2 for the offhand.
Okay. So 16 damage. Your 2 blades slide into its back. You think the ribbish region, but you also don't really know the anatomy of illithids all that well. And it collapses down,
Oh.
losing its own attack. Ockar, you're up. You shake off the stun and stand up. See this illithid in your face.
I'm swinging it with my sword. That go 12.
That's a hit. All right, 10 points of damage. Okay.
That's for messing with my brain.
Let's see. The illithid facing Finn is going to step over towards Higamus since Finn is stunned. And attack him. Oops. And that is 1 hit for 2 points of damage. And then this one is stepping up to attack Braxon, who is stunned.
Stop that.
That is going to be 3 hits for 6 points of damage.
-6. How did it miss?
You are stunning is not paralyzation.
You just
Oh,
need your
right.
dex.
You lose
Oh, so
dexterity. You
basically-
lose dexterity, and they get a +4 to hit. But
So
Oh, they
basically,
get +4. I didn't know that.
basically, when Ockar went down before, he would have been flailing about trying to fight the thing off.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah, right.
All right.
I need a hat with spikes on it.
And this illithid in front of you is going to attack you, Ockar, with its tentacles. They're whipping around, and a 3 hit for 3 points of damage. 6 points of damage. And then Higamus is going to attack this one. Try to push it back as well. Actually, no, he wasn't attacking. He was doing something else. You see him actually pull out the giant emerald in that mithril setting, and a green glow emanates from it briefly, and it almost feels like there's, while the pressure on some of your minds doesn't let up, it does feel like there's almost like barriers that come up.
Oh, this crystal's done it by itself.
Yeah, it hasn't done it by itself. Higamus did something, but you're not sure what or why. But it is the Gift's turn. They are going to turn around and try and shoot the one that are attacking.
Shoot.
Yeah, they're with the crossbows.
Oh, I was going to say, please don't. That's like guns.
They know enough to not use those in the Phlogiston.
Higamus didn't the first time.
Well, yeah, but that was Asher playing
He's
Higamus that way.
He's
That's his
above
choice.
average intellect.
But he was playing Wisdom.
Oh, yeah. What is this wisdom? It's like 6 or something, isn't it?
It's not that low. But they know enough to they're equipped with crossbows for this reason. They're shooting at the Illithid that is facing Braxon, and that is a hit.
Where is the stairs up? In the middle?
No, over here on the sides,
Oh.
along the wall,
How'd you get in them?
on where I pointed.
Yeah, but there's a wall there. I can't see for some reason.
Yeah, well, there's a wall. They're blocked off.
How do you go in through here?
No, you start here, and you go up here.
Yeah, but but this bit here is all black to me.
There shouldn't be anything around here blocking you.
Oh, let me move back. But, oh no, now it's disappeared. It was there for a moment. It's gone now. Oh well,
There's
it's fine now.
nothing on there. I mean, there's
That's it. For some reason it just appeared that way. I don't know if it was a bug.
probably a bug then, because
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
it's not there
I
anymore.
checked these. I checked these with a token, and everything looked good. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But this Illithid that is facing Braxon takes some crossbow bolts and collapses down. Okay. The four-legged brain thing attempts to rip out Viradra's throat with its claws. Only gets one hit. She's continuing to defend herself.
Kind of in a dilemma whether or not to help Roger or help someone above.
Wow.
No, it's kind of like Roger will remember this from a Telltale Games if I leave her.
The other one is attacking the giant ram.
Must be thinking, ooh, giant brain.
And what was its armor class? That is going to be 4 hits. All 4 of them land.
Oh wow, I can rake with all 4.
Oh yeah.
What does it do? Jump up in the air?
Yep. Nine points of damage on that. Alright, and Finn's battle fate runs out. I think because I did that, it didn't actually update the turn timer. There we go. Alright, so next round, I don't think anyone got extra attacks.
Nope.
And I can remove you because you're down.
Is there a way to get up up and fight one of those Illithids? Since I can see them at the moment.
Up where? Front or back?
Either side.
Not unless you can fly or jump really high can you get up to the front, because Braxon and Ockar are blocking the stairs. The back one, Higamus is not blocking the ladder. You can get up, but it is tight.
Can I attempt to climb?
Then I will just pick up my sling and use it next turn.
Alright. I mean,
Can I climb up?
you do have 2 small brain things that want to... Oh, whoops, I don't actually have hit points on them.
Yeah, but isn't Braxon like being grappled and like going to die in a few turns?
Braxon's okay because the gift just killed the one on him.
Oh.
Well,
that
okay,
changes things then.
actually... Let's test if these small brain things are magic resistant.
Could they not leapfrog over Braxon?
Not when you're ducking, dodging out of the way. You just headbutt me out of the way.
Well,
He's not ducking and dodging, but you're not like down.
If you spend a turn Ducking.
I was kind of nice. Well, he can't comprehend what's going on. He's stunned.
Oh,
Yeah, Braxon got stunned.
I changed my initiative. Well, the modifier for it.
Okay.
yeah, I'm attacking one of the intellect devourers. Probably going to go for the one Vraj was attacking. Or defending against.
Well, that's an idea. You know this staircase that Braxon come up and that Ockar come up?
Attack?
Do they have railings on them?
The stairs do have railings.
Ald.
So,
Yep.
so
Hold on.
Did I get my second attack?
No, you did not, because I forgot that you got one. Go ahead and roll it, since we're still rolling initiative.
That goes
So-
12.
That is a miss. All right, Braxon, what were you
Okay.
saying?
could someone? It would be awkward and it would probably take twice as long. But could someone climb up the railings on the outside of the staircase and fall over the balcony to help Ockar?
If they want to try that, but there would be multiple checks.
Yeah.
It'd probably be easy for Lafdul.
Might be easy for Lafdul, yeah. I mean, it's up to you guys.
Although I am wearing chainmail, which reduces my score by like 30. It's quite harsh.
All right, anyone
Despite
still
the
need to roll?
No.
All right. All right, Solas, you're up first.
I will cast magic missile on the brain thing here.
I'm sorry, ping the one that you were...
Top one.
The
is
one
Roger.
next to Faradra.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Let's see, it was 3 magic missiles on the 7th level, right?
No, 4.
4. Okay. I will roll
Yeah,
one
you're
more.
level 7. Can it use scribe scrolls at 7 on the mage? Was it 9?
So that would be 10
I'd have to go look.
altogether.
All right, 10
Oh,
points of
really?
damage.
10?
Your missiles streak out of your fingers. Here's a recommendation. If you're talking about non-combat stuff in the middle of combat, hold it until after the combat, because I'm not going to go look that up right now.
You're meant to know everything on the tip of your head.
No. All right, your missiles slam into that, and it does appear to have caused pain to it.
Good. Very good.
All right, the one facing Varadra is going to attack her again. She is still trying to defend, and she says, "A little help here. Thanks, Solas." And it gets 2 hits on her for 4 points of damage. And then the other one attacking the ram.
Psst.
Wow.
This tiny little creature is making short work of this giant ram.
No. It's gonna miss. Miss.
More accurately, miss. So, yeah. The ram apparently ducked at just the right moment, and this thing leaped over and tumbled down the stairs.
That bad?
Yeah. It got 2 ones.
So now it can attack someone on the other side.
Like a
no,
certain
Leva.
lizard.
Move.
No.
was
I
mocking
mean,
it.
right now it tumbled down these stairs. So
Yeah, but next turn.
So we can't actually see it.
you'd have to go downstairs to see it.
All right.
Lafdul.
He goes over to help Roger if he can fit through the GIF.
Yeah, you give move out of your way. So
Yeah.
they're trying to shoot at the Illithids
Oh.
anyway. All right.
Magical creature.
Nope.
Oh, I don't even know what. Is it just a summoned creature or something?
No, it's not summoned.
Oh. Are these like apparitions or something.
It's not a thing in 2nd edition, but they're not magical creatures.
That's my second hand hit.
Unfortunately, both of your blades just seem to strike for no effect against its horny hide.
Well, swords aren't working
get ya.
either.
All right. Lafdul, your turn. I mean, Leva, your turn, sorry.
I was gonna say.
Lafdul jumped in front of her, and Leva forgot to adjust her initiative at the time when it was put. So she can't really do anything.
What were you planning on doing?
To go close to where Lafdul was and throw a star at this thing.
Still throw the star. If you
Yeah,
hit me,
you
you
can do
hit
that.
me.
You can still do that.
I'd probably go somewhere here. Is that okay?
I don't see it here. Oh, right there. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Star. Oh well.
That is a miss. Yes.
Mm.
All right.
And the ram. I don't think the ram can even get there.
No,
But
it really can't do anything at this point.
could it come up here? Oops.
Probably not. I kind of had it growing as it went down around. That allowed
Okay.
it to get past everyone, but with it being that big, no, it can't get around everyone.
All right.
All right. You see surprised look come over the face of the Illithid in front of you there, Ockar, and Higamus gets the same thing. All right, Higamus is going to slash at the now surprised Illithid. And miss. Ockar, your turn.
Sweet. This surprised the Lithid. Getting hit.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. 7 points of damage. Okay. Alright, the Gif are going to try to assist you there, Ockar. Take aim and fire their crossbows. And they miss. Are you getting a second attack there, Ockar? I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm getting one.
Okay, go ahead and make your second attack. Alright, that's a hit. Alright, 10 points of damage. And Higamus hits his opponent. Higamus chops into his opponent with a critical hit for 23 points of damage. See if it makes its saving throw. It does. Alright, so just the damage. Alright, next round.
Question?
Yep.
Could Leva go downstairs and use the wand
You could.
in the same round?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can move up to half your movement and use a wand or scroll.
Okay.
Has it been long
So-
enough for me to regenerate? Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, you probably get one hit point.
Because I'm going to change my ring, actually.
Alright.
Chatting my ring of telekinesis on. If I can't hit it, I'm going to try and throw it overboard.
Keep in mind that you've
I've
got,
got to make grapple.
well, but more that you're in an enclosed deck.
Does that matter?
Can you phase it through the wall? You've got doors here, but they're all closed.
Yeah,
You
but
got
if
doors
I can just
here.
effectively take it out of combat by lifting it up so it can't attack anything.
I mean, you can try. I'll put it that way. How's that?
Oh no, yeah. What else can I do? There's so I'm trying to bring up my character sheet. Yeah, I'm gonna. This I say to Roger, cover your face. This might hurt me and you.
Oh
That's
God, she
something-
says.
I'm going to throw my last vial of that flaming blood.
Oh.
That's in glass.
Oh. Okay.
I hope I don't kill people.
So you're not s-
wisdom by fist?
you're
That's
not-
a really bad idea.
You're not swapping your rings?
No.
Okay. I mean, you can roll your wisdom. I don't know that it's going to give you any information. Finn stumbles
Well,
around and mutters something incomprehensible about a good recipe for calamari. I'm not sure that illithids are tasty, though. Anyone still need to roll?
But are
Did
calamari
I-
tasty? I don't think so.
Yeah, Lafdul has rolled.
All right.
Could I?
Tentacles,
Yes,
they're very
same.
tasty. Very tasty. Tentacles.
All right,
I
Solas.
not met.
Oh.
There.
Ocker's
No,
rolling.
don't
Okay.
worry. Same initiative anyway.
All right, Solas.
Yeah, I'm casting another magic missile
Okay.
on the same illithid, not illithid, the same brain creature.
Okay. $13 points of damage. They slam into it, and it definitely felt that. All right. The illithid facing you, Ockar, is going to try and get its tentacles on your head again. And it does get 2 for 4 points of damage.
All four.
Okay, and then the one facing Higamus is going to try on him. And he gets 1 hit for 2.
Didn't I cut those tentacles off?
I think you cut the tentacles off of this one. That is dead. I think the
okay.
gift killed that one. Alright, and then the brain creature is going to try and rip into Vradra again. She's still trying to defend herself. 1 hit for 2 points of damage. Okay, and Vradra is still defending. Leva, your turn.
Leva wants to go downstairs, or wherever the second small thing has gone.
All right, there you go. You're at the top of the stairs, and you can see it just picking itself up.
All right, I used the wand
Okay.
of bone shards to aim for it, kill it once and for all.
So that is 6d4.
I think so. Let me see. Yes.
All right. A cone-shaped spray of small bone shards streams out of the tip of that wand, tearing into the creature. It is still alive, but it definitely felt that.
Oops.
All right, Lafdul, your turn.
Can he slightly change his action, but not by much?
I mean, you said you were going to toss the vial.
If you say I'm tossing it, I guess.
Well, I mean,
I'm just going to do it next round.
You can choose not to do anything, but that's what you declared.
No, I'm going to... Can I change weapon?
Uh,
Start changing my weapons.
No. You can either do the action that you declared or have it second guess yourself and do nothing.
Alright, I throw it then.
Alright. Give me just a second.
Oh dear.
I wanted to give time for Roger to back off, but...
Well, she was defending herself, and this thing was on her, so...
Yeah, I was going to draw out my dagger, take out my buckler, take the attack, then throw it at it next turn.
Alright, I just need to update Leva's wand.
This is
real
my
fast.
last vial of flaming blood in a glass vials. The rest are in metal.
Okay. That is going to be... Let me take a quick look at...
Can I throw it and attempt to tumble?
No.
Alright. There's no way to brace for the impact.
Not really. Not unless you have something not unless there was something there for you to hide behind, and you were saying that you were going to do that initially while also throwing it.
Yeah. Alright, I can't do nothing, then I guess I throw it.
Yep, I'm looking for something. There we go.
And sudden fireball.
I hope this is only like a 1d6 damage item, so...
Okay. Alright, make an attack roll, please.
Yeah, 6.
Oh, goody.
That's my Thaco. It's probably nowhere near good enough. It's like 14 or something. For base, I think. No,
Yep,
it can't
base
be that
Thaco,
good.
please.
16.
16, huh?
Yeah, 10 minus.
Alright. Well, good news is that it's short range, so...
Oh. Do I do the equivalent of green shield? I fumble the flaming oil on my feet.
No, not that again.
I'll give you good news. So it's short range, so it was only 1d6 feet off target, and I rolled a 1. So it's only 1 foot off target. And then for where it went slightly beyond it. So you overshot a little bit. Just a tiny bit. The glass vial shatters on the deck right behind the creature. And all of a sudden, there is a whooshing sound as fire flames roll over you guys. And
How far?
let's see, about 5 feet.
You have discovered how to make fire.
That's not so bad. I was actually worried about hitting Solas, not Roger.
Oh wow!
I did tell her to cover. I mean, she couldn't hit it, or I couldn't hit it. I mean, Solas was hitting it, but...
Faradra is going to be really in bad shape.
Yeah, that's a terrible thing for you to say, but on the bright side, if Radra dies, Braxon might have another go at getting you away.
Lafdul is going to try and save her if she falls unconscious.
So the flames roll over this thing, and you hear a really sickening sound as it combusts and incinerates. The flames wash over you for 12 points of damage. And they wash over Varadra for 12 points of damage. You see her knocked back.
She collapsed.
And collapsed down and is not moving.
Ouch.
Ooh. Well, I'm going to heal her next turn.
Yeah, Solas is also going to heal her.
Alright. Higamus is going to slash at the illithid up here on the upper deck. I should have pointed out that there are a bunch of chairs in a circle up here. And he hits. For enough damage to cut it down, and it collapses dead. Ockar, your turn.
I'm of course gonna swing at this thing.
Alright.
Miss.
Okay.
Do I get my second attack?
Not yet. Not sure why the ram's at 41, but...
Well, I'm not the one who rolled it.
The GIF are trying to shoot at the illithid in front of you. And they miss. Alright, you get your second attack. Well, I mean, I think that's a hit.
Sure. Could be anything.
It might be a hit.
Did it roll versus death?
It made it save, yeah. So just double damage dice. Ooh. 6 points of damage.
Could be better.
Could be better. Alright, next round.
Not long to go before Braxon wakes up.
Would Joanne would have cried out as backlash at what he done?
Most intelligent swords don't constantly talk.
No, but it's this wielder has suddenly gone down.
And let me roll for Hikmas as well.
See, Finn seems like a great party person.
You're welcome to say that out loud rather than type it in chat. Don't worry. Leva, you rolled plus 33 on your initiative. I don't think that's quite
know.
right.
I made the 13 out of it. And for the ram as well. I don't know where I got the double. 10 plus 3.
Okay.
I
And
would actually.
anyone still
Would
need to roll?
actually. Never mind.
What were you saying, Braxon?
I was going to say I would actually like to hear Finn singing a song, but
Well, I didn't mean that he should sing it. That's up to him, one way or the other. I was just saying that you can say it out loud rather than just type it. That way, people who are just
that would be
listening can hear it.
that'd be the DVD extra for your Patreon backers, like an hour of Finn singing Dwarven songs.
Okay. Alright, so no one else needs to roll. Alright. Okay. Leva, the creature is back on its feet. It is... for as much as something without an obvious face can look angry, it looks angry, and it's rushing towards you.
Help!
It's shaking, vibrating.
And it leaps at you, trying to claw at your face. That is 3 hits.
Whoa.
What's your armor class?
Psst.
Not high enough, obviously, but
Very, very high.
Very, very high. 11 points of damage.
Oh, I survived it.
I had to take a look at your hit points to see how bad that was. This is literally
I have-
1 away.
Oh.
Solas, your turn.
I will go and heal Faradra.
Okay.
So, let's see.
All right, 5 hit points. She's still unconscious, though.
Okay.
All right. Ockar, your
Doesn't
turn.
healing bring you up to 1 or 0?
No,
Magical healing.
magical healing will heal what it heals.
Oh. Sure, you changed that a while back. Yeah, seems like it's changed back
like a
again.
12.
That is a miss.
Mm.
So, Ockar, the Illithid in front of you pulls out a ceramic jar. Let me actually double check that. Yep, it's a red ceramic jar. And he throws it right at both of your feet.
Just like me. He got the idea from.
And there is a huge explosion.
Oh,
Shame,
that-
shame Lafdul couldn't catch it.
So
Could
what do I need
they-
to roll saving throw for?
Saving throw versus spell.
Okay.
is this a
And
fiery explosion?
yes. A huge fiery explosion rolls through that upper
Was this
area.
last Illithid?
Yeah. It's literally the
Oh,
last
so it's
Illithid.
kind of like, well, we've lost, so I'm going to take you
I
out with me.
succeed.
Okay. Braxon, I'm going to need a saving throw. I'm going to need a saving throw from Beelmuth as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that could be bad for Beelmuth.
Well, at least I'll get to roll before I die.
BML fails.
Okay.
Save. That's probably higher than most of them.
Yeah. That's,
Saved versus being burnt to death. It's not on my list.
I said saving throw versus spell.
Spell. Yeah. Well, I've saved versus all of them anyway.
And I need 2 for the... Let me actually see. The goat's going to be dead.
And looks like some more hams have been spent.
Well, I tell you what, Braxon hasn't had his clothes vanish, or
I don't know what a
Alright.
critical
Unbeard.
fumble would do in
Unfortunately,
this.
Farron, a critical fumble is not going to do any good in that regard.
It would,
Because he was throwing it at his feet. There's nowhere for this to go that's not going to hurt everyone that it's going to hurt. Because this explodes in about 30 feet of flames.
it's a
So
potion of
I'll
fiery breath or something. What was
I
it?
will refund that in a second.
Is it oil of burning? Oh. Can I tumble?
Nope, since you didn't know it was coming. Solas and Lafdul, I'm going to need saving throws versus spell from you.
Could I attempt to cover my body on Viraja to save her?
Yeah, you can do that.
Because
wow.
she
Slave
will not.
effect?
She would not survive a fireball.
No, Leva, you were downstairs.
So at
Okay.
the very least, I would try.
I think
cover her.
Viradra is just outside, so I'm okay with.
Oh. Well, she's on the floor. If she, well,
She's on the floor, yeah.
Well, my luck with saving throws came back.
my saving throw.
That's a very generous
Versus
offer.
spell. On the 20. Does armor help?
Yes, armor does help.
Alright, my target is 9.
Join the club.
Oh boy.
It's like boom, it's like, Lafdul's like, that worked well. Glad that wasn't a bigger explosion. So he sees Roger down. Oh no, I better hear that. What? Then there's another bigger explosion. This is gonna probably take out Lafdul.
Those who failed, 13 points of damage.
Oh. Really?
Mabel's still alive.
I think did Roger survive though?
Yeah, Viradra. I said Viradra was outside of it, and especially with you tossing your body.
Yeah, I would
in
have
front.
done that to at least have tried something.
Yeah. That's. I mean, it was just on the edge for her anyway. So, by you tossing your body in front of her, that would save her. All right, Leva, your turn.
Well, I guess Levas can hear that something has happened upstairs.
Oh yeah, there was big boom, screams,
Multiple screams, all the gif.
pain, bleeding of a ram.
This thing here, is it on her or is it in front of her?
It raked at you, and it landed, and it's looking like it's about ready to jump up and do that at you again.
Well, she's going to use the wand again.
Okay.
What was that? That was 64.
Yep.
She screams, "Wait! Die!"
And more shards of bone lodge in this thing, tearing it apart, and it is dead.
Oof.
Yay!
Good job. I was like, I can't get to you in time.
So,
Well done.
let's see. Ockar, you failed your saving throw, right?
Oh, Ockar passed.
Ockar
Famous
passed.
Field is.
Okay. Let's see.
Laughter failed. I lost my spell, I assume.
You lost your spell by tossing your body on.
Yeah, that's fine. That was my
Right.
last spell. Oh well.
So
Okay.
how much damage did I take for passing?
6 points of damage.
Okay.
None of the Gif are dead, so they're all they're injured,
that
but they're not
affect-
dead. So I'm
Does
not
that
going to.
affect Gamel's saddle?
Yeah, I'm checking that right now. That is
I'm
going to
saving
be a
throws.
D20 saving throw.
Is it
You want me
leather?
to-
Yeah,
you
you
want me to
roll it.
roll that?
Yeah, you roll it.
And I have to roll high.
As with all saving throws.
I think leather's 4, isn't it? Magical leather.
Leather is 6 against magical fire, so it's got a pretty good saving throw, and that's not even taking into account that as a magic item it has a bonus. So that's fine. Since you saved, all your stuff is okay, and you probably didn't have anything else on Behemoth that we need to worry about. Solas,
Mm-hmm.
you failed.
Yeah.
Are you wearing a robe?
Just normal.
Normal? Okay, I don't care about that.
Naked Solas.
Your wand,
Yeah.
D20, please. Well, your
think that
wand's
might be
okay.
Isn't that your Wand of Frost or the other Wand of Striking?
That's
Those
the
are not. Those are not something that I have
we're
outside now.
yeah. So I
We're-
mean, you had previously attacked with that wand, so I'm assuming that's either like just shoved in your belt or in your hand or something
Yeah.
like that. So that's why that
'Cause
needed
our-
a saving throw.
Just realised our pouches, our magical bags are not working, so we'd be having regular pouches on us.
Yeah, they're probably your magical ones are probably back on the ship. You have bracers, right?
Yeah.
Are those? Let's see. Which ones do you have? Let me see.
I have the leather bracers of defense.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a D20 for that. All right, that's okay. You wearing rings?
Yeah, 2.
Okay.
I have the ring +3.
Go ahead and roll for both of those. 2D20.
Oh dear.
All right, let's see.
It's metal. Metal's a good save for it, doesn't it?
Those are both okay.
Phew.
That was fairly low when they fell.
And I have my iron stones.
All right, go ahead and roll for that one as well.
I have 2.
All right, roll for both of those.
What do they say?
Oh dear.
Russ?
Those are
Oh,
gone.
they're both gone.
No, the deep red sphere is gone. That was giving you +1 bonus to dexterity. The other one's okay.
Oh, there's only
Okay,
the
so
one
I
that
lost
fails on.
dexterity.
Yeah, you lose that 1 point of dexterity.
A lot of d20s.
So, you heard when that flame rolled over you, a tink sound, and you noticed down on the ground a gray sphere. It looks like it's been burnt a little bit.
No, it gave me AC.
Let's see.
That's disappointing.
I think that's probably fine with your stuff. All right, Lafdul. You're
Is
wearing.
my elfin chain affected?
Yeah, you need to roll for that.
Oh no.
I know it's not affected by heat metals, but
I mean, it can
don't know
still be
what magic
destroyed.
Yeah, 1d20.
That's rolls a 1 and we all cry.
Well, it's not my most valuable item, but it's one of them. One. Is it +2, or do I not add the +2 because it's +2 item?
You can add +2. Any swords, or any weapons, any armor, they get their pluses. So
I
Alright.
assume the armor's fine.
that's okay.
Swords
your-
next.
Ring of Regeneration and what other ring?
Holiness.
All right, go ahead and roll for both of those.
Let's ring regeneration first.
I mean, they're both metal, so
Yeah, I'm just rolling for them separately.
yeah. Okay.
Regen, and the other one for
That's okay.
holiness. Oh, that's gone. Probably.
Let's see.
I don't know if that's got a plus on it.
That one is okay.
Oh, I'm glad your ring of regeneration survived. That'll keep you
It's a
alive.
ring of holiness. It's quite valuable. I can only have failed on a 1 then.
All right, and then your swords.
Targoff, the +2. Does it saves +2 or +3?
Saves is
+2, I
+3.
assume. Oh, +3.
Yeah, it saves as the highest.
On the 20 +3. Assume that's fine.
I didn't see it actually roll, but yeah, that's fine.
21. No, the other short sword, the one that hovers in the air.
Nope.
Oh, 3.
That one.
Oh.
That one. The heat has permanently bent that one and messed it up.
Oh, there goes that short sword.
One that could hover.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a nice one. Kind of glad I got replacement short swords.
You have a buckler.
Yeah, but I guess it would be in the backpack. not drawn it out.
Or just strapped to your back.
Would it be? Yeah.
Probably.
Normally it would be in a pouch, but.
I
Okay,
mean, it's-
1d20 +2 +3. No, it's +2.
Yep.
It's got versus +1 to a save, but
That's
I don't
fine.
know if that would add. Bow. I
Would
just
you-
get replacement on the ship.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and roll. That's fine. I mean, your bow is special. It's not
Bow.
magical, but it is special.
No, I'm not using a nice one.
Oh,
I'm just using a bog standard one because I don't have
Okay.
16 strength.
all right. Then why do you have it?
I mean- I just have it on my character sheet. I just never.
You should get rid of
I
it,
used to
sell
roll
it or
upon
something.
Holy Might or something.
I mean, unless you get a strength spell put on you, it's not going to be.
Yeah,
much
the only
point
reason I can ever use it is when I use draw upon Holy Might.
Alright.
My wrist sheath.
Maybe
Would
we
the,
need
wrist-
to-
would the dagger be affected or would the sheath be destroyed?
The sheath would be. So that'd
the
just be
dagger's
leather.
fine, or
That'd just be leather, yeah. Go ahead and roll
do I
for it.
roll for it?
Yeah, it's okay.
2 scabbards. They got They're special scabbards because there's compartments.
Okay. Both leather or are they metal?
I didn't realize there was a specify between them.
I don't care one way or the other. It's up to you.
I mean, they're fancy ones because they got compartments, so I assume they're metal.
Okay. All right, they're okay.
Do I have a necklace? I don't think I have a necklace.
Not anymore.
No, I had a +1 necklace I gave to someone at some point.
Oh, that one. Yeah, the medallion. I think that's probably going to be everything at this point.
Other than a backpack or quivers. I had 2 +1 arrows in my quiver. The rest are bog standard.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, they're fine. Okay.
I probably wasn't wearing my hat of disguise. I probably was wearing my leather cap for combat.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and roll for the leather cap, though.
This will be the second time I've had to replace that. It's the first one.
All right, yeah, that's fine. I mean, either one would have been fine.
Oh, my boots.
Ah, yes. Roll for those, please.
Black leather knee-high boots.
That's fine. And let's see on the enemy.
So my short sword's a pile of molten metal, or is it warped?
It's just like warped, and if you'd cast detect magic, you'd see that the magic was broken. So it's.
All right.
All right.
I got a short sword for the trophy room.
Okay. That is everything. After a few moments, you don't hear any more sounds coming from the ship. That guy killed himself. Everything else is dead.
And all the equipment on them.
Blow himself up.
Yep.
Yeah, he killed himself.
He was the last one up, so it was kind of like, well, I can't win this.
I count that as a victory.
Yeah?
Solas counts this as a great tragedy.
Lafdul will try and cast another cure like means to bring Roger out of their unconsciousness. Oh no, I lost the spell. I can't.
Quick, load your save game.
Yeah.
Solas casts cure light wounds on Faradra.
Okay.
Quick save.
I'm sad about losing that short sword that hovers in here. It's so convenient when it just doesn't drop out my hand.
Yeah, that is bad.
Well, I'm really sad about losing that Ion Stone since Solas feels so much more vulnerable now.
Don't worry. You got a Higamus.
Are these things completely beyond repair?
Yeah, once they've been destroyed.
I mean, you might be able to fix the sword and make it usable as a sword again, but its magic is broken.
Right,
Is
fair
it-
enough.
It's gone.
Serviceable as a re-enchantment if it was ever repaired. I mean, once it would have to be reforged, wouldn't it?
It would have to be reforged, and yeah, I mean, you could
You
re-enchant.
might as well get a...
There's only scrolls, basically. Well, scrolls and wands, you can't like re-enchant, or staves, wands, rods, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
But any
no point in
weapon,
that.
yeah, that's fine. You can do that.
Lever feels left behind.
You almost got devoured.
Who?
You did.
I'll bring you back up to the rest of the group if you want anything.
you.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
some
Leva's looking rather bloody. Deep cuts across her face and exposed flesh, that sort of thing.
Well, Solas is also looking quite bloodied and singed.
Yeah, people got
What
temporary
happened
healing
to
potions,
you,
by the way.
people? I just heard some big commotion and then screams.
And a whoosh.
I threw a miniature flaming liquid to kill off this intellect devourer because I had no other means of killing it, and it knocked Roger out. Then the Illithid above kind of committed suicide following what I
So
did.
you're saying that Illithid got the idea from you?
Yes.
It might have.
Yes. Clearly.
Did you? It's only Braxon that doesn't have a temporary eating potion if people want to drink them.
So, given that it looks
yeah.
like you guys are out of danger.
You make sure Roger isn't dying, though.
Yeah, Viradra's not dying. She's still unconscious, though. Solas. Oh, you cast that on her, the D8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would bring her up and bring her around, and she'd look at you, Lafdul. Maybe just pulling yourself back up off of her, and she'd say, "I'm not sure if I should thank you or hit you." Ow.
Yeah,
I'd recommend both.
while I did knock you out from the first one, the other fireball that went off above us may have killed you if I didn't dive on you. But I'm not holding that against you. You know, I'm sure anyone would do anyone for any of us. I didn't mean to knock you out, so I'm sorry about that.
Well, that thing may have torn me apart if you hadn't anyway, so I suppose thanks are in order.
I mean, Leva barely took care of her. I see the state she's in.
Oh, indeed.
Solas still recommends doing both.
By the way, Finn, you'd be coming out of your stun about now, and Roger comes over to you, Leva, and says, "Oh, those do look nasty. I'll see what I can do about that."
Thank you.
And she heals you for 4 points of damage.
Thank you.
Finn's gonna start wandering around and do some healing too.
Now that no one is in critical condition, Solas will go look after the knockout crew members that are still
Lafdul
most likely in critical condition.
Yeah, you guys
Lafdul
might want to go
join
back
her.
and check on your crew before you do anything else.
Well, the healers can take care of the crew.
Who has healing proficiencies?
I have healing proficiencies and I still have healing spells.
All right, Lafdul?
I do not have healing spells. I just have the proficiency.
All right, Finn, do you have healing?
No, I just have healing spells.
Okay. What I want then is first we'll start with the crew, the actual regular human crew.
Mhm.
I wrote that down somewhere. There are 10 casualties, so could both Lafdul and Solas give me 5 healing proficiency checks each?
I'll be right back.
I will roll first.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You just do 5. No.
Has Ockar got any healing left?
No.
I'm using the...
That's 4.
4 and 5.
Okay. So that is... Alright, there's 2 who are dead. 3 that are dead. Lafdul, give me 5 for you. Okay, so that's another... Well, it's just 1 failure, so that's 4. Okay. Alright, so in the fighting, it turns out that 4 of your human crew were killed. The rest were just stunned or incapacitated in other ways. There were 4 dwarves who were 4 dwarf casualties, so could each of you give me 2 healing proficiency checks?
I
Okay.
succeed in both.
And Lafdul? Okay. All of your dwarves were just incapacitated. They are, rest of them are all okay. And then there were 5 GIF who, 5 GIF casualties as well. So, Solas, give me 2, and Lafdul, give me 3. Okay, so 2 GIF are dead. Alright, you didn't lose any dwarves. Lost 6 human crew members and 2 GIF.
Oh, I
Everything's-
thought you said 4. But 2 from before.
Huh?
I thought you said 4 humans are dead.
Yeah. What
You
did I
said
just say?
6.
Yeah, my mistake, sorry.
So 4 or 6?
It's 4. 4 are dead.
Right, cool. Okay. I have to adjust our sheet for air and stuff.
But you didn't lose any dwarves.
Yeah, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I was quite worried.
Silly
takes-
question.
Mm-hmm.
When a crew member dies, do we carry on paying them for their
Yes.
rest of their journey, so to speak?
In part
Yeah.
because a lot of it is upfront.
Yeah, that's fine.
And
Just
we
wasn't sure that
also, if they have family, we basically,
Yeah, you pay the family.
the inheritance basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we should probably, like, I don't know how far into it we want to get, but we should probably pay, like, a payout if people lose family members. Otherwise, no one will want to come with us.
Part of that is they still get the share of the division that from treasure you
Yeah.
find and stuff. So it's one of those things where they know that even if they die, then next of kin will get something.
Yeah. We've got 2 special humans.
They're fine.
They're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're kind of like the last humans to enter the fray if you're running a crew.
Right. Yeah, so okay. We should probably do healing a little bit later
Oh.
if you want to do that.
We've got 2 types of GIF. We've got
These were the Marines.
these are the Marines.
Yeah.
Okay. So we had 10, and now we've got 8.
Okay. So you guys, I assume, would at least search the bodies that are up here on the of the Illithids.
Yeah, bodies and the ship.
Okay. Most of the Illithids don't have anything of note.
Any longer?
We pull up the items in one area and I cast detect magic after it.
Well,
That's-
wait until you find anything that you might want to cast detect magic on first. Each Illithid has a set of keys on themselves, so.
No, they've all got personal slaves, probably.
On the... Actually, I'll leave his body up here. On this one, the one that killed himself, you do actually find 2 intact flasks. Surprisingly, they were not destroyed by his own self-immolation. I will give you these afterwards, but you find a tan ceramic jar and a steel flask with a thick, dark blue liquid inside.
Mhm.
And then on the taller Illithid, you find a number of pieces of jewelry. Silver diadem with a single faceted garnet. A silver ring with a pair of faceted garnets surrounded by smaller paradots. A steel knife with a hilt in the shape of a golden squid with a ruby pommel clasped in the squid's tentacles. And a silver scepter with a polished sphere of pink granite that is held in the grip of 6 silver tentacles. And it is covered with faceted paradots and garnets. That was just kind of like in his belt. You do also find a scroll case with a scroll inside, a small, delicate ceramic jar with a sealed lead stopper, a small white ceramic jar with a thick green cream inside, a glass bottle in the shape of a sitting monkey with a clear blue liquid inside, and a steel flask with a thick gray fluid inside.
God, this guy was loaded.
So that's what you find on their corpses. Are you just going to do like a search, room by room search of the ship?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, Lafdul would say he was checking to see if there were any hostages or other people. There's a couple of officer quarters.
Braxon's up now, isn't he?
Yeah, everyone's back up at this point.
Yeah. I didn't move over the 4 temporary hit points, so I'll just add them on.
Alright.
Because I took off 4.
Okay, so Lafdul, in the that first room that you looked in, you did have that that chest, that large chest, and it is locked.
Well, if we've got downtime, I could set your traps.
Okay.
I think
it's gonna take a few hours to
Yeah, I
pull
would also cast
your ships apart. So
detect magic on the 2 chests when we've assembled all the chests, so to speak.
While they're doing that, can Braxon go outside and use his telescope to make sure there's no other ships in the area?
Yeah.
Oh, Braxon, put the artifact inside the dead box or something. Maybe they were scrying on us. Also, didn't that artifact do something funny?
Well, it saved us.
I don't know, I was unconscious at the time.
Higimus says, I just had this funny idea that I should pull it out and, I don't know, I thought I should use it, and something happened, I don't know what.
How did you use it? You thought it?
Yeah, just
Made
thought do something.
Oh.
Well,
maybe, was it... Who's the leader of the dwarves? Doomafoin?
So, Lafdul, give me an intelligence check, please.
What? Not my best stat.
Nope.
That is my worst stat. 13.
Okay. Higimus looks a bit tired. You think that using that, whatever he did, seemed to have drained him a bit?
Permanently? Question mark. Well, time will tell.
No, he just he looks tired. Like, but
like my ring of X-ray vision, it made me exhausted. He has a mental breakdown remembering that.
Not exactly. The tiredness manifested in a loss of 10 hit points.
So.
But you also think that Higimus looks a little bit shorter.
Oh wow! He's going to turn into a dwarf.
Where? I measure Higimus to another GIF.
Yeah, he's definitely shorter. Couple inches.
Huh. Wait.
That's quite disturbing to Higimus.
Yeah, wait. Wasn't... Braxon, don't you have the belt that dwarf of, well, thingy kind, dwarven kind? Do we know a spell dwarven kind? We know dwarves have it. Does constitute. It's like a renowned item, isn't it? Those
I
kind
mean,
of items.
when Braxon put it on, he seemed a bit more avaricious to you and dour and stuff.
Oh, great. I mean, that'll just improve Braxon's personality.
You should get that properly identified to know exactly what it does.
Yeah, probably.
All right. So
Yeah, it
you were
might be
gonna,
an idea to put that in the note box.
just so you know, you can't move the chests. They're bolted down
Are they close enough?
because they are so that they don't shift when
Yeah.
the ship rams something, for example.
No, are they close enough so I can cast detect magic and walk between them in case they're magically trapped?
You could get a couple. There's a you'd have to
multiple.
you'd have to survey the ship.
Well, Braxon says to Lafdul, look, I really need to go outside and check to see if there's anything.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
But once I've made sure, and we've got some people working on cutting us away from this ship, I can come look at the deck below, see if there's bolts that we can shear off.
I suppose. I mean, are we going to be staying here a day?
Well, we've
assume
got to get the ram out.
Yeah, so I can prepare spells for me to check for traps tomorrow.
Having a quick look as Braxon leaves, are the walls in this place made out of wood, or are they all ceramic or something?
They're
We might be
So,
able to sell the ship if we can tow it all.
well, I'm just thinking we took a lot of
split the
damage. I'm thinking we took a lot of damage, and this ship has planks. We could maybe steal their planks and use their planks to fix our ship.
But aren't these ships worth a lot to sell?
But that would mean we would have to some way be able to move. If they have normal helm in here?
We'd
We've
have
got
to
a spare helm.
We'd have to tow a
can't
squid
tow.
ship with us. We might be able to.
Well, it's going to be in excess of 100.
We'd have to put part of our crew on here. Presumably there's some sort of helm here that'll stop our helm from working unless you demount that. Let me go outside and I'll have a look around, and then I'll set up watch up, and then I can come back. We can look at this. Right, so Braxton's definitely going to go out, and
I suppose Lafdul will be too busy taking care of the wounded anyway, so to do any proper searching for traps.
how far can you actually see in the phlogiston?
It's impossible to say because you have no reference points.
Right.
I mean, you can see
But
another
not-
ship at tactical speed approaching you. But
Yeah.
But
Okay,
basically, if I not mistaken, you also have to be really close to crystal sphere to be able to spot it in phlogiston.
We are quite close to the crystal sphere still.
Oh.
Yeah.
One thing I'm going to say to Higgimus, because he seems a bit shorter. Can you drop all your magical stuff, put it aside? I'm going to try dispelling you. It might be a magical effect.
Let's
I
wait
tried
until
to
we
spell.
let's wait until we're underway again. Yeah, because he's with Braxon directing the crew and hearing what Braxon's reports and stuff like that. So he's like doesn't exactly have time to basically disrobe and have you cast a spell on him. So Braxon,
What's
you're
an
gonna go out to the ram and see what it would take to remove it. You're wondering what about the time?
What Braxton wants to do first is set up watches in case someone else, like maybe there's another ship lurking around.
All right.
So he wants to set up watches. If he's not going to stay to be in charge of our ship, then he needs to get somebody he trusts to hand over his spyglass to.
All right.
So that we got people having a watch. He wants some guards on the top ship just in case any illithids try to sneak past us, because they might try and steal that.
All right.
We still got a working weapon up there. Oh, the weapons have got damaged. any of our weapon experts that survived, we want them starting working on fixing them straight away.
Okay.
And the other
there any weapons we could salvage from the Illithid ship?
That's true. That's true.
Just
he wants.
use this as a stationary platform. Just go between both ships.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to break loose now immediately, but he'll want to go.
You need to figure out how long it takes to cut
Yeah,
yourself
yeah.
loose first.
He wants to
anyway.
go with our carpenter to have a look. I suppose I need to make a carpentry check.
Okay,
Silly question.
Hold on. All right, so you go and you're down on the ram to inspect.
Yeah, and he'll also go into it was the helmsman, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so give me a carpentry check, please.
What do I need to roll against? Here we go. 16 to roll.
All right. You are pretty sure it would take about 8 hours to cut the ship loose. Partly that's because you need to do some additional shoring before you do that.
Oh yeah, because we don't want to
break the ram.
Well,
yeah,
it's
you're
not
breaking
just
the
that.
ram. You're cutting through the ram.
There's no way to shove it off.
No,
Well,
I mean,
you see, we don't want to rip our ship apart,
right?
Pulling the ram out.
It's easier to dismantle just the.
I suppose
the
the new ram
pieces.
could be attached if we ever sold it. If we did.
I mean, it's also taken a lot of damage, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's normally just the helms that are worth the most that ship anyway.
All right, so you think that it would take about 8 hours of work to shore up the spot where it rammed you, and then cut yourselves free. That's being careful. You could speed it up, probably even down to 2 hours. If you just try to, if you don't care about any additional damage that either vessel might take.
I don't so much care about damage on the Nautiloid, but are we selling it for scrap or are we going to sell it? Because one thing the one problem about selling it is that spies are going to know what it is.
Well,
And when I say
but,
what it is, they're not just going to know that we bought in a Nautiloid. They're going to know the name of the Nautiloid unless we spend a lot of work hiding what Nautiloid it is. And we already had some people know that we were coming and pass that information on, unless they're tracking the device.
Yeah, that's why I said put it in a dead box.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I can't remember what the ship was called. I don't think we asked the name, but if the ship's called the Death Tentacle.
Oh yeah,
and we tow the Death Tentacle into a port and sell it. Somebody's going to say, "Hey, this ship brought the Death Tentacle in," and it'll get back to the Illithids, and they will know that we took out this ship.
Well, it doesn't matter after a certain point. The relic's no longer going to be in our hands.
That's true, but at the moment we don't have any witnesses apart from any survivors that we heal up.
Speaking of, is that spell made that helmsman still under our mind control?
Huh?
That we knocked out. That helmsman we knocked out when it boarded us. Is he still under our mind control?
You mean the elven mage?
Yeah.
We don't know if he was a helmsman.
He's tied up. He was knocked unconscious. All three, the dwarf and the gif as well. They're all still unconscious. You made sure that they weren't dying, but you haven't roused them. I figured that you'd want to get your ships in order first.
Yeah, and we want plenty
Need
of
to-
guards around when we wake
We need to
up.
make sure that our people aren't all dead, and we need to make sure everything else is shipshape.
We did already the healing checks.
Okay, good.
We lost 4 human crew members and 2 gift marines.
But no dwarves.
No dwarves. Those we managed to save.
Good.
Leva.
Hmm?
You can see the name on the ship hull. It is written in the kind of common trade tongue of the Illithids that they use for writing that non-Illithids would need to read.
Okay.
And it is called the Cephalospiral.
The settler spider.
Cephalospiral.
Oh, I'll pass that on to the others.
Okay.
Does that mean anything for anyone?
Braxon
Well,
wanted to know.
Spiral is thing. Cephalo, is that with a
So-
C on it?
So that's specifically you're translating it. So, like, that's not what it would sound like to someone speaking that language.
Right.
Well, Leva knows that language, so she can pronounce it.
Yeah.
Can't she?
It's,
It
what
doesn't
is
sound like any
Undercommon or
words.
something?
It doesn't sound like any words that anyone else is really familiar with, though.
Okay.
Well, spiral sounds like like the shape of the nautiloid is a spiral, isn't it? The shell.
Yep.
I don't know what a cephalo is, and they said something about falx, which is a strange word. Kind of sounds like the name of a dragon.
I mean, the only dragon that you've met, that you've spoken to, had a really long name when she formally introduced herself in that letter.
We spoke to another dragon.
The goat dragons.
Oh, that's right. I did forget about those.
Yeah, there are nice dragons in this world, Old. Ones that don't steal stuff.
What about the ones on Rodell?
That's one that you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
I thought those were silver.
They
They
were-
were cut. No, they were
They're
mithril.
Yeah, Mithril Dragons.
Well, they were nice and playful, and they carried us around.
Yeah.
After almost killing Leva.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we didn't know what they were, and we decided to try to fight it.
Well, we shouldn't always just attack things just because when we don't know what they are.
That seems to work out for us most of the time.
Old.
We don't know.
Since the combat has ended, could we see the whole ship's layout?
Not without me messing with the layers entirely. I mean, it would be. I don't know that I could easily do that.
Okay.
He can
we
get
be
us
on foot,
the
or-
he can get us the deck plans later.
So, do we want to disconnect ourselves from this nautiloid?
Yeah,
They're
that's
having
going to
cut
take
it
8
off.
hours.
Old, is it FALX?
Well, we
Okay.
might as well have our men get to work on doing that while we do other things.
They are.
I suppose that will keep Braxon busy. Can Braxon get people started and then come over to help Lafdul with unbolting his chests? Was it that you want to try picking the locks on our own ship?
No, I just wanted them all together within one casting of my detect magic to know if they're magically trapped.
Oh, right. Well, hang on. If we unbolt them, won't that set off the traps?
Not necessarily. Traps are usually only indicative
Not-
of when you open them.
Not necessarily. Okay.
I mean, if we aren't in a hurry to leave, we could always just memorize a few spells for tomorrow, like find traps and such that last longer.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, but
We've got 8 hours to disconnect sensibly.
Yeah, but we don't have to.
Okay. Braxon wants to estimate the tonnage of this ship.
35 tons.
35 tons. So we could take the helm off the flitter and put it on this one, and bring over a second crew if we want to fly it with us. I don't think
It means the player characters would have to be taking shifts on jamming, which is I'm fine with, I guess.
we might be able to tow it. Our ship is got a major helm, and we're not pulling 100 tons. We might be able to tow it.
Aren't we like a 50 plus 15 or something silly?
You're a 70-ton ship.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
And we've got a flitter.
So
So we can't.
Could
can't,
we
no.
strip the ship enough to make it light enough to be towed?
No.
Oh.
It doesn't work.
You
that
want
way.
to cut? You want to cut 30? You want to cut 5
Well,
tons?
We're cutting the ram off and stuff, so I thought it'd make it lighter.
not light enough.
Basically, if you start chopping the ship apart, you're going to destabilize it as well. So it'd be harder to tow it.
How much is the ship even worth? More than 10,000?
It's probably worth quite a lot. But that's
So it's worth
that's
salvaging.
revenue.
So let me put it this way: unless you repair it back up to full, you're not getting a good value. It's getting sold as scrap, pretty much.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's kind of the question that you'd have to ask yourself: are you going to spend the time and money to repair it back up to full, and then sell it, or would you just
we'd
be
be
selling
selling
it as is, which would be selling it as scrap?
We'd be selling it as scrap.
How long would it take to repair, just out of curiosity? How
Give
much
me a
damage
carpentry
would it
check.
take?
Hang on. Tab.
Well, your intellect's 14. I don't know what the carpentry
Oh, the
roll
problem is also we've got to do a lot of repairs to our own ship. That's quite a low roll.
Yeah, no, this would be post forge space.
You're looking at multiple months unless you take it to someplace like Brawl and have them do it, at which point you're spending
Yeah.
a lot of money.
That will give
Yeah.
me a great time to learn new spells.
Yeah, but we've got a lot of repairs to do on our
Yeah,
own
I know.
ship. Braxon would much rather strip bits of this ship to try and build up our wood supplies if that's allowable.
I mean, you can do some of that. There's also weapons that you can take.
Yeah, and the weapons would definitely be
Alright, so we strip and salvage us and leave it.
Should we take all the weapons that are still working on the illithid shape and sell excess number?
definitely. I don't know about selling excess numbers. We can either mount them on our own asteroid,
Yeah,
or we
yeah,
can,
that's
Yeah.
also true.
We
we
got
can
cargo space.
we can give them to our friends.
I think a good idea would be mount to our own asteroid, since our
Well,
own
our
asteroid
own
yeah.
is
asteroid,
Well,
yeah.
You can
defensive.
also decide later what you want
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
So you're gonna spend some time
Salvaging.
dismounting the weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Even though you haven't been to the chamber yet, you do find a medium jettison.
Yay!
There's a medium catapult, and 3 medium ballistae.
And their ammo, of course.
And they're what?
Ammo.
Yeah.
Is this ship in particular any different than normal, Braxon?
Braxon doesn't really know. Oh, hang on. My power cable fell out. Straight
I'm
away.
just wondering if you could.
Medium. Braxon doesn't know illicit nautiloids well enough to know whether this is the non-standard one.
Oh, there's nothing obvious then.
Well, I can have a look round. What? So medium jets, a medium catapult, and a medium ballista, was it?
3 medium ballistas.
3 medium ballistas. Wasn't there something that broke?
One of their weapons might have broken, but you could probably
We can fix it.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
one of the ballista, I think.
Alright.
I mean, we do have engineer and carpenters.
Yeah.
it's more about whether you have the spare parts.
I know Braxton would like to put the jets in Higamis's back garden.
This might sound a bit morbid, but could Lafdul get like various vials of blood and ichor off these mind flayers and intellect devourers?
Yeah, if you want.
Because I don't know if... Because I'm interested in doing scroll research or making the ink for... Would this be a rare ingredient for the sphere of telepathy? Thought, I mean.
You would have to... You can't make that determination right now. This is just precautionary in that they might be useful.
Yeah, that's...
You'd have
so
to do
I wanna...
research on a specific thing, spell, or something like that, or item.
How long
scrolling.
does this take,
Well,
so to speak?
what I mean is that you would have to specifically research, like, thought capture to find out if this would be useful in that.
Are we talking like weeks?
It takes time to do that research, yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of helm does this ship have?
Well, up where Finn and Higamus were, there are 5 seats. Kind of arrayed in a circle.
So it's non-standard helm.
Well, it might be standard for them. And not
For
normal
them,
for
yes,
us.
but for us.
Have we heard of these helms?
I mean, you would guess that they're series helms. It's you know that
but-
Illithids use those.
Do we know how they work?
As far as you know, series helms can only they're tailored to a specific creature type. So, only Illithids can use Illithid series helms. Only Herwadi can use Herwadi series helms. Only, other. They're
Are they
all
powered by their powers, or are they?
You don't know
powered by their
exactly how
sonic-
they just
Oh.
they're made for that specific type of creature.
Yeah.
Are they worth keeping?
So if we want to sell this helm, we would have to sell it to Illithids.
No. You would
Sell it
have
to
to
the
sell it to
arcane.
someone. You'd have to sell it to someone who will sell it on to Illithids.
Well, yeah.
Find the middleman. He gets a cut, but oh well.
Yeah, but basically that could be the arcane or some other
Yeah,
faction.
sell it.
Are there individual markings on these helms that would identify what ship they were on?
You don't see any names, and Leva would tell you that she's not seen anything written there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there's something that you don't recognize.
Strange question.
Well,
Sorry, go on.
well, it is known that Illithids are have quite tendency to piracy. So we can always claim that we just fought against pirates.
Yeah.
That's up to you. Do you want to dismount them? Do you guys want to dismount them?
The series helms, yeah, I assume so. Sorry,
Yeah,
I was looking
think-
at my vials for.
I
containing
think
this.
they are something that we could and most likely should sell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, some of the stuff could lead back to us, but yeah, we could.
All right. So
I mean,
make a note.
are we going to put a crew on here and just take the whole ship with us?
Well, you'd need to dismount these helms anyway.
Yeah, we
And
would.
install our own helm instead.
Yeah.
And work out a split shift between the two crews.
Yes. Here's a silly question, which we'll go with. If we were to fly this ship and our ship back into the crystal sphere, can we make a ship drift through a crystal sphere pool by flying it forwards and then taking the helm off and then getting off?
No, the helm provides forward momentum.
Uh-huh.
When you get off the helm, it stops. It'll drift a little bit, and
Yeah.
that drifting will change over time. So, over days, weeks, months, the drifting will get much more pronounced. But
Fair enough.
over the course of an hour, it's, for all intents and purposes, unmoving.
Yeah, and I was just wondering if we chose to get rid of the ship, whether we could set it on fire and have it go into the phlogiston and explode. But I'm
Not
guessing no.
easily, and like the portals don't usually stay open long enough for that kind of thing. You
Right.
could, I mean, you could take it back into wild space and then set it on fire there and just let it burn.
Yeah. Yeah. So if we don't want to take it with us,
Or we could just basically set it drifting on the phlogiston.
yeah. I'm just thinking that whoever sent this to ambush us may come looking for it.
Also,
Well,
also, like hitting it with weapons while it is drifting will get it to move, but that would be pretty unpredictable in like where it would move. So,
Yeah. Fair enough.
We've got an omni tracking device if we were to dump it somewhere and hope
Yeah.
that it's still there.
I think we should take your suggestion and put that thing in the dead box, especially now we're in the phlogiston, which should be protecting us from being scryed from inside a crystal sphere, and then try and move.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, splitting the crew between the two ships, and if we're going to keep this ship with us, we leave the weapons on the ship.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, and we could always just sell it off when we get to Fort Space.
I think you're.
Are we
I
going
think
back
you're
to where
talking
we were?
two different things.
Yeah. Are we going back to where we were before in Ford Space?
Yeah. Because that's
And
where you're going to deliver the artifact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're going to hammer.
I'm trying to remember who was on the port, what they might say if we fly in with a nautiloid with us.
Well, if they could see it being towed, or
It's been half a year, so it is hard to remember.
Did we?
It was Dwarven City.
Does anyone remember if we saw any Illithids when we were there?
No,
No, it was
No.
entirely
It's-
Dwarven.
yeah.
it's mostly Dwarven City.
And this was a bit of a secret mission.
No, the only secret part of the mission was the
Was the start?
oracle part on the giant place.
Well, I say we put it to a vote. If we want to keep the thing with us and sell it for scrap, then we take it to the dwarves and we say these Illithids were trying to get the artifact. We've defeated them, but you need to dismantle this thing, get rid of it.
That would at least make the dwarves like us more, I'd say.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with us taking this ship to sell as a scrap.
Well, what does everyone else say?
I'm good with scrapping it.
I'm more interested in the money side of it.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I don't want to keep an Nautiloid ship. Everyone's going to attack you.
Yeah.
Because people assume that Nautiloids are either full of Illithids or pirates or something. But yeah, the thing is we have to fly two ships instead of the one, and if we're going to do that, that's fine. But it changes what I have to do as carpenter, whether I'm getting our ship working and whether we're demounting weapons or keeping them on and fixing them.
And it matters with regards to your crew.
Yeah, and we might need some of the spellcasters to be doing helm duty.
I'm fine with helm duty.
Or
Don't know
I mean,
about
you
the
could
other
you could make the trip last longer by only
Yeah.
doing one shift at a time, but that would double the amount of time it takes to get to your destination.
I figure if this ship came after us, there might be other ships coming. So probably, I mean, you spellcasters, you're going to have to pull shifts. So if you want to do it, it's up to you. But I think you should be making the decision.
And if you were hoping to use the 2 weeks to do any sort of spell research or any sort of research,
Yeah, that's
you're
gone out the window.
yeah, that will be out the window for whoever is on even if you're doing like one person on day 1 and another person on day 2 and another person on day 3, spell research is out the window.
But we would
I'd rather scrap it because
we would make a bit of money.
How much?
I don't know, but the other thing is that if we sell it to the dwarves, who we are specifically helping, they will get rid of the evidence. And then we've got to decide what you want to do with these helms, whether you're going to sell them to them or sell them to someone else. I probably would not want to be selling illithid helms on Brow.
So let me put it this way. Like, you would never be able to sell a ship for anywhere close to its asking price, the price that you would buy it for.
Yeah, obviously.
And that's if it's intact and fully repaired and, max hull points. And has its, all of its equipment on board and stuff like that. If you're just selling it for scrap, I will tell you that you will get 10% of its current hull point value.
That's fine.
So you're looking at, with this thing, a little bit over 2,000 gold.
It's not worth the effort. Not for the weak state it leaves us in.
Well,
then,
can we just take the series helms off?
Yeah.
Just sell the helms.
Well, let's just sell the helms and keep the weapons
and that's assuming, and that price that I just gave you is assuming that you're just selling it for scrap, so you've taken anything of value like weapons, like helms, off of it. So
yeah. Okay, here's a question for you then. If we flew with it with a crew and had carpenters trying to get off planks and stuff, could we gut it while we were moving it and reduce hull points to get wood to put in our stores and kind of like scrap it ourselves?
You can do some scrapping. How much? I'll say that you can get a hull point worth of wood for every hour that you spend with it after you separate it.
Yeah.
So for every hour past the 8 hours that it's going to take you to get your ships apart and do some initial repairs on your ship to
and
shore
then
up and stuff like that.
I'm guessing if we go below half, we would cause a critical hit.
Yeah.
Which would hit the helmsman.
Well,
who we've got flying it.
Well, I mean, once you separate this, you can just leave it drifting for a few hours, take the stuff off, or you bring it alongside your ship. You don't have a helmsman on board, so there's nothing going to happen.
Right.
But yes, if you go below half hit points, there's a chance that a critical hit happens, and there's a chance that something like it breaks up, takes additional damage. Like a crew member basically says, "Hey, this long board this long piece of wood seems good, but I need to cut it up," and it turns out that's the keel. Or a portion collapses, kind of. So yeah, there's a danger if you go below half hit points on it.
So,
but also, I would say that you would never be able to get it below about 10 hull points, because that would just be you can't
falling
get
under its own weight.
Yeah, I mean, well, not necessarily that, but you still need to get around and get stuff and things like that. So.
Okay, so if we were to stay here for the let's say for a day, so that we can get the spells that to find traps and such, and during that time we were stripping this ship for wood.
What about 16 hours then?
Well,
so,
it's going to take
8 hours to get, and 8 more
get
hours.
Loose.
8 hours worth of wood, so 8 cargo or hull points.
Keep in mind that you are near a portal. It's not the portal, but it is the main portal that anyone would use if they're going to forge space.
Okay, here's a question for you. We've got to spend 8 hours separating.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a choice, right? So there's nothing we can do. We've got no choice. After that 8
Well,
hours,
hold on. Yes, you can go faster.
we can go faster, but you said it might cause damage to our ship.
If we try and pull
Right.
it out.
Yeah.
But that's up to you. I'm just saying that you
I'd-
can go faster if you want.
I'd personally rather not do more damage to our ship if possible.
I'm just saying.
But yeah. Okay, so we could do it in 2 hours. We could put that to a vote as well. I would say if we spend 8 hours getting this thing loose, and I don't know whether we can get people demounting the weapons or other things at the same time.
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I don't know whether we could also have people taking floorboards off at the same time.
No.
Right. So our crew is either going to be separating us or doing the other stuff.
Yeah.
We could, in theory, take the helms off, put our own helm on, move the 2 ships away from the portal, stop somewhere else, and then do some additional work there.
Don't you get lost if you go off the Flow River?
Well, I mean, park in the Flow River. Yeah, I mean, we've flown a bit sideways anyway, so we lost it a bit anyway. I don't know much about Flodson navigation. What would Higamus say to that? Can we stop in the Flow River and then carry on moving afterwards?
Higamus would say that being in the Flow River would only be slightly less, like, depending on the Flow River, it might be large enough that some people could pass you by without dropping out of spelljamming speed, and thus never know that you're there.
That's true. That's true.
But that all depends on just how exactly they're flying, where exactly they're flying within the river.
That's true. That's true. If we sit in a Flow River, people coming along the Flow River are going to hit us.
Right.
They're going to drop to tactical speed.
Or they might. And
they might, yeah, but like basically, we're more likely to get random encounters with people coming either way.
right, but again, it's anyone leaving this the sphere at this portal is probably going into the Flow River that you're thinking of, which would take you to Forge Space.
Well, how about if we separate for 8 hours, we fly for 20 minutes away from the, and then fly back to the portal afterwards, and then get back in. Then yeah, but we fly back and try and find the, and then again try and find the river after that.
And you can try it, but that does mean that you're mounting a new helm on this thing, which does take time, and then flying it somewhere, and then demounting the helm.
How much time for mounting the helm?
Half an hour to an hour, and same thing for demounting.
Could people be doing that at the same time we were separating the 2 ships?
Yes, but they would need to demount the other helms first. So,
but I mean, we've got 8 hours.
Yeah.
We've got 8 hours to get rid of 6 helms and mount 1 helm.
Yeah,
that seems like enough time.
5.
It's 5, yes.
All right, sorry.
It's not a big deal.
Well, do people want to do that?
Well, I mean, we need the wood.
Yeah,
well, we
that's
don't.
fine.
We don't need the wood. We could just go.
How much wood do you have on hand right now?
Damn. Still got
We did take quite a lot of damage.
Wood. 19 whole points of wood.
Okay.
And we've taken some more damage.
And keep in mind that a whole point of wood is 100 gold on Brawl and 50 gold on a forested planet. So.
Yeah.
Besides, me and Lafdul will need to rest to get find trap spells and such.
Yeah.
Various healing
For
spells
those
to heal
chests.
people up.
Yeah.
So taking a day of resting and doing that maintenance work and such wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go through. So Braxon, yay or nay on moving the ships to hopefully an out of the way place to do all this work?
Yay.
Okay. Solas?
Yay.
Ockar? Ockar,
What?
James.
how do you vote?
I was spacing out. I abstain.
All right. Finn?
Aye.
All right. Leva?
Yes.
Lafdul?
Make it so.
All right. Okay, so you guys are going to mount a minor helm on it, have someone pilot. Who is going to pilot it?
Finn will volunteer.
Okay.
We could use you for the healing on this.
Could
Leva
Could-
can pilot.
could Leva pilot because she got on a helm before?
She got on your ship's helm. Can't get
Yeah,
onto another
She
helm.
could still drive our ship, or
Yeah, she
someone
could-
else drives.
She drive your ship, but
Yeah.
Nor and Nemariel have already been on your ship. One of them, I think it was Nor was on earlier, and then
Yeah.
Nemariel got on after Leva got off. So all three of them
How-
are out of the contention. Varadra could do it, I suppose, as well, but Finn has volunteered.
Alright.
And unless you're in a combat situation, I mean, the worst he can pilot it at is 1 SR. So unless you get into a combat
Yeah.
situation, it's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm. We're in a combat
hang
situation, we're in a
on,
bad
hang on.
situation in general.
Can Finn do spells that bends wood or anything?
I'd have to
Yeah.
memorize some.
Yeah, I can do the
Okay.
same. Straighten wood, the opposite of warp wood.
Yeah, I'm just figuring that before we've had people repair a point of hull damage.
That's something Solas does.
Yeah, you'd want mending
Mending.
for that.
Right, so we don't want Solas on the helm. Because if that's a 1,000 gold piece per hull point, would you say, of wood?
No,
The
I mean,
wood costs 100 in the on Brawl.
yeah,
So,
and 50
Yeah,
on other
stick-
planets.
yeah. But basically, you could save us a lot of repair time.
A week per casting.
Yeah,
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 it's,
yeah.
it's more the time than anything else.
How many castings are you allowed to do?
I thought it was just one before.
I basically
One
it's
per
it's
encounter, but
well, I'd probably say one per hit. So I would say that, given what happened, Souls could do. I think it would be 4.
That would be just enough for 1 day of first level spells.
That would be awesome if you could do that.
Yeah, I can memorize 4 times mending. It would be 4 hull points if it succeeded.
Has anyone got anything that could allow Braxon to not sleep or anything, so we could do more ship repairs?
I think Finnel does with the time sphere.
I don't think that you would have to cast it on basically like the whole crew.
Okay, fair enough.
Haste.
All right. Well, anyway, we're focusing on the splitting off for 8 hours and then moving to another area.
All right.
So we'll have a watch on the top deck. We'll have people trying to repair the weapons.
Yeah, I mean,
Our
there's
weapon
there's general ship. Even though you're not actually moving, there's still a lot of stuff that that crew needs to do on
And
on a regular basis anyway. So
I think we might leave demounting the illithid weapons till the last minute.
How many crew members are working on the carpentry team?
to split your 2 ships, that's basically almost everyone that you can. There's enough left over to do the basic stuff on your ship.
I mean, for one team, since I could next day cast Unfailing Endurance, that gives them chance to engage up to 12 hours of hard labor per day with no fatigue. Up to 16 with moderate fatigue.
It's not just that, though. I mean, it's not so much like, I don't think that would help that much in the
Right.
situation. That's really more for like marching
Well,
rather
it is,
than complex activities like carpentry and stuff like that.
So it's not really hard labor, it's more precision labor.
I
Yeah, I would
suppose.
say
I
that.
suppose. I
Since
suppose the problem is.
the spell specifically mentions hard labor.
Finn,
Yes.
do you keep the spell components for the nap spell? Because it took us a week to get to this crystal sphere into the flow. Now, actually, it's quite a cheap spell to have. You just got to have it for a long time. Because if you're paying the generic cost every week, one would assume you've got the spell components for this spell.
Yeah.
Because that's something you could cast. That literally means they'd be awake for like an hour. I mean, they could sleep for an hour and they get a full night's rest. And it affects one creature level, so you gotta know, affect 6 people. Braxon could have like a 1 hour power nap for a day. It'd be good. And like 5 henchmen. I'm not saying it's a spell that would apply in this situation, I think.
I'd have to think about how that would work. I know that there's some people who basically use that to never have the PCs ever need sleep, and I wouldn't let that work.
No, but this
and I'm
is
not
a
sure
unique
that you'd be able to
situation.
cast it on enough people to have to like get double work out of like repairs and stuff like that. But I'd
What
have to
about
think
for the
about it.
2 carpenters?
I'd have to think about that.
Yeah, I think the problem with it is that
Yeah.
if you make it so, I mean, yeah, the Braxon and the other guy, if you make them so they can do longer shifts, they can do more supervision.
But part of it
if
is like
they're not working faster, it's not actually making more work happen.
right. But so part of it is that it takes you a week to do a whole point.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons is not because they're only awake for half the day. Part of it is, I mean, they're telling the crew members, all right, on your shift, this is what needs to be done. Here's the checklist. Get these things done. I'll check it in the morning when I get up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people are working around the clock on a lot of that stuff if you have round the clock shifts.
Yeah.
And it's just a case of it just takes a week, and then the check is made at the end, and part of that encompasses whether their instructions were good enough to the crew for them to follow it.
Yeah.
Even when they're actively supervising, because they still need to do other things.
Yeah, and it's like there's only so many people you can get into a small space.
Right.
You can't have 50 people nailing down the same plank at the same time.
Right.
No, I was just thinking for this short period where we're just moving for these 8 hours, just one time.
Yeah, you don't have people nailing down the same plank. You have people nailing down multiple different planks in different areas at the same time.
Right, but again,
Well,
like you're looking at limited space that you can get these people into. So
I think the only place where it might have some sort of benefit is where we want to strip all the wood out the Nautiloid after we've moved. So, like if Braxon tried to do 12 hours of stripping out planks, maybe we get more whole points out of the thing before we get back.
And unfailing endurance might help with that. Those spells are really more for emergency use kind of thing. But how about this? If you guys have some spells like that you want to think about using in this way, let me know on Discord, and I'll start thinking about it during the week so that we can take a look at it.
It doesn't really matter now, does it? Because our main thing is we've got to spend 8 hours, which is under the limit anyway.
And everyone's awake right now and up, so...
Yeah. Do we want to send spellcasters to bed so they can rest and get their spells? Well, no, basically...
Yeah, I know.
Basically, the non-spellcasters are going to have to do extra duties to cover
most
stuff.
Most of you guys can't. Because... it's only been like 20-30 minutes that all of this has been happening. There's time beforehand because you were in the in wild space getting ready for the transition to the phlogiston, making sure there's no fires and stuff like that. But
but we did shuffle it around so everyone awake.
Out of curiosity,
right. So yes, Lafdul.
What if we took the sleeping medicine that a certain druid has made
You'll sleep for a long time.
8 hours?
And is that going to be good enough sleep to help? I don't know. If you want to think about that, you can ask me during the week, and I'll start considering it.
Yeah. I
It's
think
not
there'd
a
be
use I
some
had
people.
planned for it, but it is a useful use.
Right. Well, anyway, ideally, we're on 47 of 70 points. So ideally, and we got whole hold.
Yeah.
So we've got to repair that as well. That's going to take some whole points.
I think the hull hold is just basically like you need to spend 1 hull point of wood specifically to resolve that. And it doesn't
but
actually
then we wouldn't
resolve
get a whole point back, would
right.
we?
Right.
Yeah. So we need 24 points worth of wood.
So we're going to strip 3 points off.
And we've got 19 points of wood. Well, don't forget, if we spend a week doing work and the wood and it doesn't go well, we've lost 1 whole point worth of wood.
Yeah.
So I don't want to stay here forever, but if you guys want to do some research, we'll strip out as much wood as we can.
Research
Didn't
takes
all
weeks.
say that it's basically 1 whole point worth of planks for 1 hour of work after we have freed the ship?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
But we've also got to move first. Anyway, I think Old wants to finish the game.
Yep. So yeah. Ask me these questions during the week.
This is a game that never ends.
All right. So let's see. Experience points wise, that is going to be. I need to add some stuff here.
This is 2 sessions worth of XP.
Yes and no. The fact that both sessions were essentially the ship-to-ship fight and the boarding action. Individual session XP doesn't hold a candle to what you'll get out of the monster XP. So
yeah,
that is going to be. All right. For Braxon and Ockar, 17,600 XP.
Wow.
Wow.
And for Finn, Lafdul, Leva, and Solas, 17,000.
17.
Yep.
17,000.
17,000.
17,600?
Yes. It's almost as if Illithids are worth a lot of experience points.
Oh, does that mean our crew members level up?
No.
Like Noah and Mario. You've been level 4 for like ages.
Yeah, no, they I'll need to check their levels, but I'm pretty sure they've leveled up.
Give me
Braxon's
a second, I
leveled
need
up.
to check something.
Oh, people are leveling up for a change.
Braxon's leveled up.
Oh, you're level 9 now. You can have a stronghold.
Ockar is leveled up.
Oh, you get spells.
He's already level 9, he'd be level 10.
Ockar can spell jam. Oh, wait, you're level 9 now?
I'm level 9 now.
Yeah, you get spells. Oh god, Ockar can cast spells.
Yeah, but you are in the
Well, hang on,
He doesn't have contact home power.
Braxon, you gave yourself 176,000, not 17,600.
Did I have Lafdul cast contact home power for me?
No.
No, you can't cast. You can't. You'll need to be in. You need to be in wild space to start gaining spells for the first time.
And you don't know that you've suddenly granted the power because you're out of contact. There's like no legitimate reason why you would know.
I mean, once you get back into wild space, then you can always gain your first and second level spells in the Phlogiston. But because you're in the Phlogiston right now, so Braxon did not level up.
No, Braxon did not level up. He needs to level up in mathematics.
that was quite a good jump in my XP, since basically I was about 61,000 for a wizard, and now I'm 70k.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so do you want to roll for your hit points there, Ockar, or are you going to take the 5?
You know, we've got another decision. If you guys that are divine spellcasters want spells, the other option is we leave this ship, fly into the crystal sphere, you get your spells, and we try to find the ship again.
That's
We might never
fourth
find it.
level spells for me. I've got my symbol, and plus we got contact home power, so that allows us to get our third and fourth.
Contact home power will not work in the phlogiston.
Doesn't it?
No.
Oh.
No, unless you
yeah.
you have an altar that
Yeah,
I think only gets you 3rd level spells.
Yeah, suddenly get my third, yeah.
Let me think. I think I'll roll.
All right.
1d10.
Yeah, 1d10.
I'll do the +1 for my con bonus.
Good luck.
Good luck. Above average, yeah.
Not bad.
Well,
it
no,
was
it's not above
anyway.
average. Average is 5.5. But that is exactly what you would take if you didn't roll, so...
Yes,
So, I have 57 HP.
All right, no harm, no foul. All right, pretty good. I'll go over with you any other changes to your character. But that is going to wrap up the session. I want to thank you guys for playing. Thanks everyone out there for watching. We will be back next week for more Adventures in Arcane Space. See you then, everyone.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for the hams.
Took me about 10 to mind. Thanks for having us.